The lamp goes out. In the dark, a man reaches for a match. He's alone in a booth the size of a closet, an open bottle of ether in his hand. 1,200 guests wait just on the other side of the curtain. In about 90 seconds, this room becomes one of the deadliest peacetime disasters in Paris's history. On paper, the cause will be a match. The real cause takes the industry another 54 years to admit. It's May the 4th, 1897. The event is the Bazaar de la Charité, an annual charity sale run by French Catholic High Society, going strong since 1885. This year's venue is a vacant lot on Rue Jean Goujon. 80 meters of painted wood and canvas, built to resemble a medieval street. There's no electricity on site. The star attraction is a brand new invention, the cinematograph, showing moving pictures to most of this crowd for the first time in their lives. It needs its own light source. That means burning a mix of ether vapor and pure oxygen inside a small metal lamp, bright enough to throw a picture on a screen. It's a clever workaround. It's also, structurally, a small bomb. That afternoon, the lamp runs dry mid-show. The cinematograph's owner has told his projectionist he gets 2 minutes to refill it. Dignitaries don't like to wait, so in the rush, in the dark, he asks his assistant to strike a match, just so he can see the reservoir he's pouring into. Nobody thinks to close the ether bottle first. The vapor catches instantly, licks up into a canvas ceiling coated in tar and paint, and the whole structure goes up in what survivors later describe as minutes, not hours. There are only 7 or 8 real exits for 1,200 people. Worse, some of the doors painted onto the far wall to complete the medieval illusion aren't doors at all. They just look like one. Here's the part most retellings skip. The lamp wasn't the only thing in that hall built to burn. The film running through the projector was made of a material that had almost nothing in common with plastic as we'd recognize it today. It was closer, chemically, to gun cotton. Movie film in 1897 is cellulose fiber treated with nitric acid until every molecule is packed with its own oxygen supply, baked right into the structure of the material, which means when it burns, it doesn't need air from the room to keep going. It manufactures its own. Throw water on it, and it keeps burning anyway. Nitrate film, it turns out, can burn underwater. There's a second problem hiding in that same chemistry. Fresh nitrate needs an open flame to catch, but it ages badly, and as it decomposes, the temperature it takes to set it off keeps dropping. Badly aged film can start smoldering around 120 degrees Fahrenheit. No spark required. Just heat.
Nobody designed either cork in on purpose. It's just what happens when the cheapest plastic to manufacture in 1889 happens to be a slow-burning cousin of an explosive. So a fire that starts with one open bottle spreads through a building that's primed for it twice over. 126 people die, most of them women weighed down by corsets and heavy skirts that turn out to be just as flammable as everything else in the room. 200 more are hurt badly enough to need hospital care. Paris responds fast. For the first time anywhere in the country, clearly marked fire exits become mandatory in new public buildings. Nobody's fixed the film yet, though. 11 years later, Kodak actually does. In 1908, its chemists develop a new film base, cellulose acetate instead of cellulose nitrate. Same rough idea, different chemical bond, minus the built-in oxygen supply. Instead of exploding into flame, it just melts. By 1909, it's on the market with a name that says exactly what it's for. Safety film. Problem solved. Except it isn't. Not really. For the next 4 decades, professional cinemas keep running the old stock anyway. Nitrate simply looks better projected. Deeper blacks, sharper whites. And early acetate has its own flaws, warping and shrinking in ways that ruin a good print. So safety film gets handed down to amateurs and home projectors, where a mistake is merely embarrassing. Nitrate stays in every real movie theater on the planet, which means nitrate doesn't need much of an excuse. 48 dead in an Irish village hall in 1926 after a knocked-over candle finds a stack of unprotected reels sitting on a table. Added up, and by one historian's count, more than 600 people die in nitrate-related cinema disasters across 3 decades, in a world that's had the fix sitting on a shelf since before most of them were born. It isn't until 1948 that a new formula, cellulose triacetate, finally matches nitrate's image quality closely enough for studios to actually make the switch. Kodak stops manufacturing nitrate film for good by 1951, 54 years after one open ether bottle in one dark curtained booth already proved exactly what was at stake. The lamp went out. Someone reached for a light. It just took the industry half a century to listen to what happened next.